You're live with BlaakTones TV.
Go ahead, T.
Come
Well,
on, G.
the one specifically, I guess, on the 4th in Florida, a 19-year-old was killed, and how many were
Six
injured?
injured. Six
Six
injured.
injured. You know,
Again, and
I
it
know
just
Florida's been going against it for a while. I guess they can't.
Well,
They're not doing that well at it, I guess.
Illinois was another one. And South Carolina was another one that had it. South Carolina had a female police officer attacked by about 5 or 6 teens and beat her up pretty good.
yeah. Again, to me, man, we're in that society to where, I mean, this is what's wrong. Again, the parents, this new generation of parenting is, I mean, y'all all know how we got it. Again, we didn't have that option to even try and test anything against our parents.
Oh yeah, for real.
And besides that, like even to get in trouble and have to go home and explain that.
Right.
Nowadays, they don't, there's no discipline for anything.
Not my baby.
Yeah, well, there's certain individuals, like, again, I can say I agree, but like my son too, I mean, at the military, yes, I mean, I coached him on the right way, but can't speak for everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And again, it's the if you look at it, and I mean, if you actually sit down, do your homework, and look at everything, it tallies back to it. I mean, what can you do?
It's like you say, first of all, it starts at home. See, right now we have so many people. I know when I went to school, when I got in trouble, it was, I can say, oh no, because of such and such. But my parents would go to that parent and say, what happened? See, because there's two sides to every story. But nowadays, there's only one side to the story. My son said this, and then you want to get indignant, but you don't know the full story. And when you teach your kids to think that, you know what, there's no consequences, you know, what I say, you know, it means more. You know, like you said, I don't agree with that. And I see how the kids are going out because it's just no discipline. It starts at home. My kids, even today, they're 24 years old, 29, 30. If my little Mike came over, they're going to go in the room. They still are not going, they already know that, hey, this is grown folks talking.
That's what I'm about to say.
That's
Grown
how I
folks is
raised
talking.
them. Because they should not be in the room when grown people are talking. I don't care how old you are. And I think that we lost that discipline in letting them know that, you know what, I'm not your friend, I'm your dad.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. These parents are trying to be their kids' friends.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
You see a lot of it now in the videos where teens are bucking up to adults and then striking adults, but then when the adult knocks their ass down, the very first damn thing they say is, "Oh, but I'm a kid."
Yeah.
Yeah, they cry wolf.
You weren't a kid until when you started fighting him.
I'll give you an example. My middle son, he was in high school and he was out there and he's acting up and he got in a fight. And I was at home. I said, okay, I'm gonna go down there. So I went down there. I'm speaking with the principal and assistant principal. I get in there. The principal started talking. My son like, Daddy, he lying. I said, shut up.
Already.
Shut up. Right now. But Daddy, shut up. I said, you know what? He's talking. I get your side in a minute. Let him talk.
There
And
you
after everything was said and done, I gave even the principal, I said, you know what, if he act like this again, you call me directly, I would definitely be up him and I will handle it. And the principal says, you know what, we need more people, we need more parents like you. I said, no. And he kept on talking. I said, go outside. I made him go outside. The assistant principal went, tell me what's happening. Because, son, I know you can act ignorant, and I want to know what truly happened because I cannot be behind you and support you, or I can't whip your behind until I know the truth. So he ended up getting his behind whooped. That was it.
Right.
And I think that's a good example of it, Tashawn, like you said, and that's the problem. It's not getting both sides of that story. It's always an assumption or only one side.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I'm in that role. Even with my work, being a regional maintenance, like I have to do that with my guys. I have to get both sides of the story because maintenance doesn't always agree with office. So you gotta get in that middle, and again, you can't react off of one side. You got to get both sides of the story, come to a solution, and then figure it out. And I think that's what we lost a lot of.
Yeah.
Because how many of these parents, this child and lost his life, but yet they maybe even coming with excuses on what happened and this and this. My child did. He was.
And they'll get mad at the teacher or someone who's saying it, and saying, "Yeah, my kid is fine. You guys are wrong." So I mean, I hope they get a handle on these teen takeovers. I mean, I think I saw one where they said it was like he was under 10 out in the street at like 2 in the morning.
It was it was like one something in the morning when they had started the shootings, and it was a bunch of the kids were in middle school. Middle school, they had a whole bunch of them, and some of the adults were up to 26 years old in this whole scuff. So it was not just teenagers; it was some of the
older
parents.
Oh, well, older, 20, 21,
college,
going out there and doing all this bucking up and everything. And so, if it was me personally, pull a fire extinguisher out, clear everybody out of that motherfucker.
Well, I think when you look at it in middle school, in elementary, you had to be there when the light come on, and that was around 6 o'clock. Yeah. And then when you got in middle school, they gave you at least to 7, 8 o'clock. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. What? Oh no!
If you weren't home, you were getting your ass busted.
That's it.
Do y'all agree with the Judge Jeannie Perro, where she's the one saying that that now is we're going to have to take the parents accountable by either finding them or putting them in jail?
I agree, but I think don't dodge the subject of the kid.
Yeah.
So my thing is I say put him and his parents locked up in a cell. Guarantee you some discipline is going to happen.
Hell yeah.
There you go. I like that.
I guarantee you, believe me, I mean, like I said with my shit, that one, when I came home, I got the message real quick.
Right.
Especially the size of my dad's hands.
Together. I mean, shoot.
I mean, look at it. Like we're talking about. Look at it. Like we're talking about. Like, I mean, I'm living proof. Y'all know this shit. Y'all are older than me, and I was always trying to get out. But the first time I snuck out the house, I got right on the side of that ditch, and all I heard was that creak of that door open. I turned and looked, and my dad's sitting there. First time I ever snuck out, and I got my ass that next day. It was one of those, that one that tests you. And he sat there and told me, he goes, quit fucking up my windows. I gave you keys for a reason.
Yeah.
So then close the door, and I'm sitting in a ditch, and I'm looking at the door. I look toward Reggie's house. I look at the door, and I got that thought in my mind, okay, do I still go out? Or do I take my ass back inside? Well, I made the wrong choice, and I went out. So, that next day wasn't very pleasant. That's what these kids need. That's what my agenda is. That's what these kids need. I mean, again, they don't have that discipline.
Yeah.
And like Deshaun said, that common sense. And shit, lock them both up. But